Welcome to Life It with the DVD. Welcome back. Today I wanted to talk briefly about changing your perspective. We live in a very interesting time, as I'm sure all of you that are here know. Um, as I had kind of talked about the other day in a video, we're living in a time where media is. We don't know if we can believe it or not. We don't know what we can believe. We don't know what's true. Um, there's a lot of terms, buzzwords being thrown around about misinformation, censorship, who and what should be censored, all of these things. And it's quite concerning, to be honest, because this is something that never used to be a thing. We used to always just have different opinions out there, and you could take that opinion and you could throw it in the garbage, or you could consider it and maybe see if it's something for you. And if it is, then you can incorporate it into your being or apply it practically to your life. Or, once again, just chuck it out. Uh, Today, there's certain things that we're just shutting down. Media is shutting down. We're not allowed to see, or we're looking at these things in a vacuum. We're actually not seeing other points of view of how people are seeing things. We don't see the other argument that is being made. We don't see a lot of things. And we live in this time where we have to be able to have some mental flexibility in our perspectives and how we see the world, and just being able to consider everything, everything as a possibility. Because if we are not, we will never get to the truth. And, well, why is the truth important? Not just our truth, but the collective truth, because society depends on the collective truth to hold itself together. And if we can't find a collective truth amongst all of our, peers and everybody, and if we can't even agree to disagree on certain things, oh no, there has to be a third party that comes in and can't allow us to see certain things or experience certain things. Um, well, there's a problem. There's a problem with that. Maybe they are out to control something, control you, control your mind, your awareness, your behavior. And if you think that's too far fetched, then I would ask you to take a look at the media that's out there right now and tell me that they can't do any better than what is out there, and how depressing and crazy and maddening things are and are becoming. So I like to go on media, and I don't watch things mindlessly. I'm always looking at things, and usually I see things, I see news, I see events, and then I'm able to read between the lines and see, oh no, no, this is actually what they're trying to do. This is how they're trying to manipulate your consciousness, control your experience, shift your perspective, and they're doing it through, a collective logical fallacy or something like that. Which is why I am always, always at least listening to other people's point of view on things, and then just going down the path of, well, how did they arrive at that opinion? How did they get to where they are? And I just wish other people could slow down enough to, instead of judging things, um, they could actually be a little bit more discerning in their thinking. And and that's critical thinking, and it's not about being critical of another person, but really just asking, how did you arrive at the at this belief that you have? Um, is this belief yours? Is it something that you've chose? Is it something that you've thought about at all, or are you just repeating what you have already heard from somebody else or through any sort of media? And I just think this is such an important thing to be aware of nowadays, when it seems like the madness of the world is ramping up, and it's all about dividing everybody, us and them, when it's really all of us. It's really all of us are in this boat, and there's no point in being tribal about it, because we're all going to have to live with the consequences of what happens. So instead of shutting down and being fearful about talking about things, uh, my belief is that we just need to listen to each other. We need to have some patience and hold some space for everybody, and not interrupt, not interrupt the thought process. Um, at least hear the initial opinion, but to just go through the process of um, taking points down, listening to the logical path people have arrived at, and hopefully being able to have some sort of based discussion on yeah, is this something that you really believe, or should we believe? Is this morally or ethically something we should support or not? And the other thing too is, instead of you know we're painting things as black and white, what is the common ground here? What can we agree on? um, how can we change our perspective to actually find something that we have in common with each other? And if we can do these things, and I know we can, um, things are just going to be so much better. Life will be so much better for you. It'll be exciting. Things will be exciting again. And I know that's hard, because a lot of people want to be right. A lot of people dig in. They want to be correct with their opinion. And when they don't feel correct, if they feel like they're outnumbered, then they get embarrassed, right? They shut down, they turtle, which is why it's so important to not judge and to be open to the opinions of others. Um, of course, there is a time where it's like, yeah, all right, well, this might be true, but is this your truth? What's everybody else's truth? What is the collective truth? Is this a beneficial thing for society and where we're going, or is this something that is actually more detrimental um, to life, to our lives, to our health, and really, really just trying to have a more discerning discussion with people about these things, because I just see people shutting down all the time when you bring up topics that maybe they seem a little out of bounds. And I'm seeing more and more people live in fear, and out of fear of having these difficult discussions, instead of actually having the courage to take them on, um, and just talk about things, right? So that's just my 2 cents for the day on changing perspective, or keeping perspective for others, and just trying just trying to be more open, and loving towards humanity, instead of making it about us and them, and dividing people, right? Divided we fall. Divided we fall. And, divide and conquer has been a very popular slogan for the people that are always trying to conquer humanity, or specific portions of humanity. So, instead of actually trying to look at all of our differences, I think we need to look at our similarities a little bit more, but honor the differences at the same time. And that is what I like to do. I like to look at people and see what their differences are, and see what we have in common as well. I think we are way more alike than we are different, and that's what I like to look at through the lens of human design as well as Myers Briggs. Um, and I'll discuss that stuff more on this channel going forward. And if you'd like to hear more about it, let me know. I love talking about it. I'm still figuring out how I want to kind of discuss some of these things. The angle I would like to approach it from my unique perspective. But let me know in the comments if you're seeing other people really start to just shut down and not talk about sensitive topics, or are really trying to make it about us and them, and are really distancing themselves. Hopefully that's not the case. But going forward, we want to try to bridge the gap, and connect with other people that are of like mind, and hopefully we can do that here as well. So let me know if you enjoyed this video, like or subscribe if you did, and I guess that's it. Bye for now. Thanks.